You're listening to the Thriving Mindfully podcast. I'm Ananda Leeke, your Thriving Mindfully coach and podcast host. I'm also an artist, an author, a human design doula, and an interfaith reverend. The Thriving Mindfully podcast is a heart-centered, digital sacred space that I created to inspire and empower you to be present, well, and the real you. Tune into the latest conversation I've been having with myself and others about nurturing, transforming, and celebrating our lives, relationships, and career. Today's conversation is a part of a larger series that I'm proud to present. It's called Spice Up Your Life with Human Design. It's a conversation series I'm having with a number of creative folks, coaches, all kinds of people about human design, this wonderful self-empowerment, IN-empowerment tool that I discovered with the support of my coach, Marilyn Fontaine, in 2021. Since then, I have used human design in my own life, my relationships and career to show up as the real me, to identify and face and befriend my fears, to map out what I need, when I need it, and how I need it in order to show up as the real me, to make better choices, to be grounded in my body, to tune into the wisdom of my body, and so much more. So tune into another conversation with one of my favorite folks about how they are using human design in their life. Hi, everybody. It's Ananda Leeke here, and I wanted to take some time to share my human design journey. Why? Because human design has been such a blessing in my life since I was introduced to it in a coaching relationship with Marilyn Fontaine in 2021 and 2022. So I'm going to walk you through my journey, and my hope is that it inspires you to dip your toe into human design to see if it might also help you in your journey. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, you may or may not know me. If this is the first time you're meeting me, hello, it is great to meet you. If you know me a little bit, I thought I'd give you all just a little bit from my my own life. So first and foremost, I am a creator's daughter. That means I'm a child of the Most High, a child of the loving, wise, and well ancestors, spirit guides, and master teachers. And above all, I am a human, being, not doing, a human being. I was born in Flint, Michigan, raised in Landover and Mitchellville, Maryland, and I have been living in DC for more than 30 plus years. I share my gifts on Mother Earth as a coach, as a human design doula, as an interfaith reverend, a yoga and meditation teacher. I have a multi-passionate buffet of career experiences and titles or labels, from Reiki master practitioner to sound healing practitioner to digital wellness educator. I love lipstick, as you can tell, and bright colors. I love tennis, bar3, nature, bike riding, traveling the world, vegan food, Indian and Thai food in particular. And I have worked in the world as a digital communications professional. I am a former lawyer and an investment banker. Well, in terms of human design, I have the human design type of a manifesting generator. That's right, a manifesting generator. My sacral authority is on and popping. I have a 5-1 profile. I am a Sagittarius, a rising and sun sign are in Sagittarius, and a Gemini moon. So, how did the human design come into my life? Well, like a lot of us, the pandemic was a motherfucker. Yes, it was. It was a motherfucker. Why? Because it amplified all my shit, all my fears, my stress, my trauma, and my grief. You may be like me. Some of the fears that I had was the fear of getting sick with COVID and dying alone. I also had the fear of my loved ones dying, in particular, my parents who were in their 80s, my brothers, my sister-in-laws, that's what I call my sister-in-laws, cousins, family, friends, everybody dying. Another fear that that I've had and I continue to face and deal with and befriend is not being relevant as a 50-something-year-old woman. I'm actually 57 going on 58, and that is something that I am learning every day to face and befriend. Another fear is not being enough in my business of Ananda Leeke Consulting, a wellness company. Not having enough financially has been a fear for a number of decades. I'm still facing it and befriending it. And then racial and gender injustice, stress, and trauma. The pandemic years gave me an opportunity to really see how much I am impacted by how I show up in the world as an African-American woman. And then the grief that I have experienced from the loss of my pre-pandemic life and the death of my best friend from law school, Lauren Medlock Smith, who died as a result of COVID suddenly. My fears scared the shit out of me. And in particular, my little girl. My little girl archetype is Puff. When I was a little girl, my nickname was Puff the Magic Dragon. That followed me into college and into adulthood. And so what happened was that my little girl archetype Puff was scared so much that it turned up the volume of my inner critic, who is Broomhilda. In the last couple of years, she's become Broomy because we have a better relationship. But Broomy's voice got so loud in my head. She really turned up the volume on my fears and wreaked havoc on my mind and increased my stress level. And if you look at the photos, you can see this is a photo of me above in the black and white photo as a little girl. I think I was about 2 years old at the time, 1966, y'all. And then the photo below is of what Broomy looked like in 2008. I wrote a book entitled That Which Awakens Me, a creative woman's poetic memoir of self-discovery. And during the writing of the book, I worked with my photographer, Lee Mosley, on an amazing photo shoot of my 8 archetypes. And this is what I came up with in terms of how Broomhilda, the inner critic, looked like. Crazy and fun times, y'all. So my other 2 archetypes jump in anytime I'm stressed and I'm afraid. And my chief operating officer is Madeline. Madeline is the lawyer. She loves to create order and calm, to solve problems and control situations. And then my warrior woman, Sapphire, she loves to protect me, especially my little girl archetype, Puff. And so what they did is that they tried to address my fears. They tried to make them go away. But what happened is they ended up making a bigger mess and creating more stress. What I did was I used my buffet of healing tools. And some of those tools were rooted in self-care. And I'm the self-care queen. I mean, that's a part of my wellness business. So with all of that stress and the mental health issues I was facing, I turned to prayer, meditation, yoga, Reiki, sound healing, chanting, tapping, journaling, poetry writing. I mean, I have a laundry list: crystal therapy, oracle and tarot cards, you name it, I have it. Astrology, burning incense and candles, taking showers to calm my body, going to online church. Shout out to Agape Spiritual Center led by Michael Bernard Beckwith, and the devotional music sessions that Ricky Byers leads. I became a vegan again. So healthy vegan eating and cooking. I listened to music. I got a record player and started using some of the LPs that my brother Matt gave me. I was reading and continue to read, listen to podcasts. I made art. I started drawing, making collages and painting. I did my bar 3 exercises online. I danced, especially to WHUR 96.3 FM. Shout out to my WHUR people who always in the afternoons had great house music. So I would dance in my kitchen, in my living room, going walking, often walking by myself, and then with my friend Zena and her dog Apache, and other friends like Yael and Ro. And then bike riding. I ended up getting a bike, and that really was something wonderful. So I would ride my bike with my friend Henry and Gina and Zena rather. And then watching movies, oh my gosh, and anything that was on Netflix and Amazon Prime. And then zooming in with loved ones and friends and my Howard Law classmates. Got to give a shout out to my classmates. Community was another self-care coping strategy. I joined the Insight LA BIPOC meditation group that was led by my soul brother, Thomas Davis. It was on Friday nights, and that really helped me make it through the week. I ended up becoming one of the guiding teachers of that BIPOC meditation group in 2021, as well as in 2020 and 2021. Yeah, I had to think about that. I joined some women's moon and healing circles. My sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, the Canadian sorors put together a monthly group. Shout out to my soror king for putting that group together. That was very fulfilling and continues to be. And then I led at the height of the pandemic, in the beginning of the pandemic, I led the Thriving Mindfully Academy's weekly meditation classes. We moved our in-person classes online. So that community was very, very supportive for me. While I was doing all of that, I realized I needed more. And because it wasn't working. It wasn't working in the way that would give me peace. And so I got help through therapy. And I sought out an African-American woman psychologist, and she is Dr. T to me. And so I started meeting with her in 2020. in 2021 and in 2022, and continue to meet with her as on an as needed basis. My first 2 years, I met with her regularly, like every other week. And we had virtual sessions. And Dr. T uses a holistic spirit, heart, mind, and body approach in her practice. She also encourages alternative healing modalities and introduced me to managing my stress with the support of Enneagrams. In 2021, I realized that I needed coaching support with my business, and it ended up being my life as well. So I worked with two African-American women life and business coaches, Marilyn Fontaine and Tony Dutton Butler. And Marilyn introduced me to human design. And so what is human design? My definition of human design is, first and foremost, it's a self-empowerment tool. Why? Because it makes you go within and deal with your stuff. And it shows you where and how to access your body's awareness and wisdom. It really, really hones in on the fact that your body is a temple that has awareness and wisdom waiting for you. You just have to tune in. And so for me, human design became a spicy gumbo made from a recipe that only I could enjoy. And the recipe in human design gives you ingredients that you need to navigate your life. And it helps you identify and express your divine talent, skills, and potential. Really, it helps you be the real you. Now, the ingredients from that human design recipe include a couple of things: your body graph, your energy or aura type. You may see aura type, your strategy, authority, and profile. Now, I could go on and on and on about that, but what I want to do is encourage you to listen to season 5, episode 17 of the Thriving Mindfully podcast, where I talk to you about how to nurture yourself with your human design. And I give you some basics on those ingredients. And so let me just show you my body graph. You're looking at the body graph on the shapes. You'll see the yellow, the green, the brown, the yellow, and the red. That's a lot. You can get a free one. And before I end my journey conversation, I'll share with you the website where you can get it from, my body graph. So what did human design do for me? First of all, it empowered me. That's right. I empowered from the inside out. It helped me better understand and accept and value and express the real me in my life, relationships, and career. It grounded me. It also taught me how to be soft as fuck with myself by practicing, really practicing, not the surface, but the deep. And I'm still learning to do all of this. It taught me the importance of being soft as fuck with myself with a couple of things: loving kindness, compassion, non-judgment, patience, forgiveness, grace, and gratitude. Grace and gratitude. I can't say enough about them. It gave me more awareness of and the confidence to tap into my body's wisdom. In doing all of that, I was able to start to face the social conditioning, the shit that I was told I couldn't do as a woman or as a girl or as a African American. And it got me on track to begin deconditioning myself. And that, y'all, is a lifelong journey. Human design empowered me by affirming my multi-passionate approach to living. That means all of my identities, all those labels that I shared in the beginning to describe myself, it affirmed all of that. Because as a as a person with a manifesting generator energy type, we dabble. We try things out, and we're here to live our best lives. And that means dabbling in a lot of different things at the same time. In addition to that, human design helped me dig deeper in honoring and expressing my creative healing gifts out loud. Sometimes I second guess myself, but with human design, it has helped me really let go of some of that. Again, this is a lifelong process and a journey. It's helping me take better care of myself, especially my nervous system, especially when I get angry, frustrated, and want to quit. That's my not self shit. It's helping me reduce the pressure I put on myself to achieve, especially when I look at my undefined centers. Those are those white areas on the body chart. And I have an undefined root chakra, which is a root center that is connected to the pressure that I often have put on myself to achieve. And then human design has empowered me to make better decisions with my strategy. Yeah. So what I know for sure now is that this human design that I have is a lifelong journey. It's a practice, it's an experiment, it's learning, and it's sharing. Now, in 2021 and 2022, I took a deep dive into human design, and I wanted to share some of the things that I've done because I fell head over heels in love with human design in the last 2 years. And so, I mentioned that my coach, Marilyn Fontaine, introduced me to human design. In her life and business coaching, she uses a human design focus. So I spent a year with her, and any follow-up work that I do with her in challenges or other sessions, she incorporates my human design into that experience. I have continued to experiment with my human design. And when I say experiment, it means that I've been living it, because you can read all of the books, listen to all the podcasts, watch the videos, read the blogs, the social media posts, get trainings, participate in conferences, and on and on and on. But until you practice and experiment with it on a regular basis, you really won't have an understanding of how human design impacts you from the inside out. One of my biggest decisions in human design, the early days of it, was deciding to get a human design reading from a human design reader named Fiona Wong of Wild Pixel. That was like one of my best decisions in 2021, because working with Fiona blew the mother. It just opened everything up to be with her and to get a reading, and to have her as my guide to point out areas that I needed to focus in on, and things in my life that I really was wondering about, and strategies and how to move through certain mind blocks and approaches to take. It was incredible. Shout out to Fiona. I read like a lot of folks, I read human design books, blogs, and social media posts. I continue to do that. I continue to listen and watch human design podcasts and videos. And one of my favorite podcasts to listen to is AC Brown's podcast, and all of her videos and her posts and her blogs. I really dig AC Brown. She's one of my favorites. In the fall of 2021, I really went deep. I decided I wanted to go deeper into human design and to do it in a way where I was going to have fun. I took, for the first time in my life, I'm a lifelong student. I love school. I took the approach of just listening and learning and having fun while taking Fiona Wong's Human Design Reader course and Livy Isano's Business by Design course. Livy is also another great resource. I love reading her social media posts and visiting her website. She's got some great resources. And so both of those courses, I think they were either 5 or 6 weeks each. And what that did was it helped me really flush out what I wanted to do with human design beyond my own experimentation. And I sat with it for a while, and I came to a place of stillness where I could hear myself and really use my strategy as a manifesting generator energy type and apply my sacral authority to come up with the idea. I would say I listened, because it was from my intuition. I listened to the idea of me serving as a human design doula. And I'll talk a little bit about that later. So I've also participated in BIPOC Human Design Facebook group discussions. One of my greatest joys this fall of 2022, was attending the International Human Design Conference organized by Karen Curry Parker. What a fabulous, fabulous experience. I was able to meet a number of folks, and I decided after that I would participate in a monthly human design Zoom peer meetup with 2 other BIPOC women. I've been teaching human design in the work that I do with the Thriving Mindfully Academy members. I've been doing it in other classes and webinars. I have discussed human design on the Thriving Mindfully podcast. And last year, I began offering human design readings and coaching to a select group of clients. So, are you ready for more human design? If you are, I would encourage you to get a free human design body graph. That's right, you can get a free human design body graph. Go to mybodygraph.com/free-body graph. That's mybodygraph.com/free, and then a hyphen, and then the word body graph. You can also subscribe and listen to the Thriving Mindfully podcast at Ananda Leeke /podcast, or you can go to anchor.fm/Ananda Leeke. You can also find Thriving Mindfully podcast on Spotify. Look for season 5, episode 17, Being the Real You with Human Design. There will be other human design episodes coming up, so watch out for those. That's why I encourage you to subscribe. Now, if you're ready to work together with me as your human design doula, I have an invitation for you. I am leading the Soft as Fuck December Circle, which is focused on understanding yourself with ancestral medicine and human design, on Saturday, December 10th from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Wednesday, December 14th from 8 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can sign up at anandaleeke.com/soft. The investment is $33. Now, if you want to get one-on-one human design readings or a coaching session, go to anandaleeke.com/human design to learn how we can have a conversation to explore how we might work together. So here's what a reading and a coaching session involves when you spice up your life with me as your human design doula. For one-on-one readings, I focus on helping you understand and nurture yourself better with your human design type, your strategy, your authority, your profile, and your centers. For one-on-one coaching, we focus on how to fully express your human design with ancestral medicine, how you can befriend your inner critic and fears, how you can identify family patterns with human design, how you can deepen relationships that you have with human design, and how you can celebrate yourself in your life and career. Well, I want to end with a testimonial from my first human design client, Garnet Jackson, who is a London-based writer, an MC, a music producer, a workshop leader, and a youth advocate. Last December, we had a fabulous evening of conversation and discussion and sharing around Garnet's human design type as a projector with a sounding board authority. This is what he wrote in his testimonial. He says, my Know the Real You with Human Design session with Ananda was more revealing than I expected, having been somewhat familiar with human design. Her ability to accurately identify my gifts, talents, and skills, and guidance on how to practically apply them was refreshing and enlightening. The holistic nature of the session also addressed the shadow side of me and expanded my awareness of the possible pitfalls I should be mindful of. The session was free-flowing, and Ananda held the space for me and acted as a sounding board while I processed what I was learning in real time. Well, all I can say, everybody, is you will know if human design is a self-care tool that you can use in your life, in your relationships, and in your career. You will know. You will know if you want to explore it. You will know if you want to work one-on-one with me. You will know. So just be still. Take a deep breath in and then out. Bring one hand or both hands to your heart. Take a moment to invite the quality of gratitude into your heart. Gratitude that you were able to take some time today just to explore human design. And then giving yourself a nice, juicy hug, thanking yourself for showing up. And then joining me in taking one big breath in and then out. Thank you for tuning in. I want to invite you to listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart and follow your gut. You'll know if this is for you. See you next time. One of the best ways to develop your own understanding of human design is by getting a reading, by getting a coaching session. And so that's what I'm offering as your human design doula. Go to anandaleeke.com/human design to learn how we can work together. You're invited to attend the Soft as Fuck December Circle on understanding yourself with ancestral medicine and human design. This circle will be offered on December 10th from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as December 14th at 8 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The investment is $33. You can get more information and register at anandaleeke.com/soft. That's anandaleeke.com/soft. SOFT. See you in the circle. Thanks for tuning in to the Thriving Mindfully podcast. If you're ready to be inspired and empowered with my coaching support, join me in the Thriving Mindfully Academy. Visit anandaleeke.com/academy. Now, if you're ready to dive deeper and move past your comfort zone with my one-on-one coaching program, book a discovery call with me today. Visit anandaleeke.com. If you need something juicy to read, check out my 3 mindfulness books, Love's Troubadours, a self-love and yoga-inspired novel, That Which Awakens Me, a mindful creativity memoir, and Digital Sisterhood, a mindful technology memoir. Go to anandaleeke.com/books. All of my books are available on Amazon.com. Well, that about wraps us up. And as I always like to say, may we all continue to embrace thriving mindfully in everything that we think, feel, say, and do. See you next time.